G'day folks, it is a magnificent autumn afternoon and I'm up at Lake Buffalo going redfin fishing from my kayak. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Righty, a quick overview on what I'm taking. My kayak, my Safari H2O Murray. I didn't bring my esky this time, I brought a soft case, just an esky bag. I've got a hat which I'll put on shortly, just my redfin lures and stuff in there, my spare GoPro batteries and asthma puffer in there, life jacket, fishing rods, paddle, that's it. Time to set sail. Right, now as I paddle out to where I'm going, I'll just explain what I'm using. This rod here is for trolling. It's got a deep diving lure on it, a Helco Crazy Deep. Or it might be called an RMG Crazy Deep now, I think. But anyway, you get the idea. And it's got to loop up the line like a paternoster rig with a small Strike Tiger 1.5 inch curl tail grub. So it's a deep diving lure with a dropper hanging off the line with a soft plastic. My second rod is very, very similar, but it's got a sinker. It's a paternoster rig. Oh, I won't untangle that now, but that's a paternoster rig, but with the same soft plastic, a whitebait pearl Strike Tiger nymph, a Strike Tiger grub on there, and that's for drop shotting, which I'll go into a bit later on. I've got one. I don't think he's very big, but I've got one, and I've got him just out there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to unhook this tiny, weeny little fish. Look at that, he took the lure too, not the soft plastic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unhook this tiny, weeny little redfin. So see you later, mate. I'm just going to put that somewhere safe where it doesn't jab me in the leg, hopefully. And get the dead stick rod out as quick as I can. Right, now there's my dead sticking technique rig. It's just a paternoster rig, but instead of a bait on the hook, it's a small Strike Tiger grub. Just going to back up a little bit so the breeze doesn't blow me. Quite often with redfin where there's one, there's more, so it's worth just dropping a few lures of some kind or bait or whatever you've got into the area where you catch your first fish. Well folks, I trolled my first redfin. I've then stopped and made about probably 15 or 20 casts just around that area looking for a school, hoping to locate a school. I didn't find one. Never had another touch. I can see I bust up a little redfin up there. I'm going to go and cast me soft plastic to them. They're right near the edge. Come on, redfin school, where did you go? There's a touch, got him. I missed him. Found him. Got him. Got him. He's small, but I found, oh, he's got off. Oh, that or he's just absolutely tiny. No, he's still there, he's just tiny. Look at the size of that. Well, I found the school of fish that were busting up anyway. Tiny, weeny little redfin. I'll get it back in just in case there's a larger one amongst them. That's just hitting the bottom there now. That's dredging the bottom. Look at that, straight into the body weeds. Sometimes if you give it a good yank like that, it'll come off the weeds, which I think that's done. And I'll reel it in a little bit as well. Oh, that's a fish. Got him. Yep, still got him. There we go, I trolled. I filled up on some weed. Oh, he's getting a bit bigger. He's just unhooked himself for me and fallen fair in my lap. He's nearly big enough to get a fillet off, but I'm not going to worry. Very, very fat fish. See you later, mate. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a cast around this area with my other rod. Last time I trolled a fish earlier, I cast around and didn't do any good, but let's see if this spot's different. I've got one. He's only a little and he's on the soft plastic. He's very tiny. He's still there. You can tell when it's a real small fish on the plastic because the diving lure still swims, but he might have got off now. Haven't felt a kick for a while, and I think he's still there. Yeah, look at that. The diving lure's still, there he goes. You can feel the diving lure working. That's how you know that it's on the plastic and not the lure. Got him. That's a fish. think he's gone, is he? It feels heavy enough like there could be still a fish there. Must be bloody small though if that is. Yeah, he's still there. He's only beyond the plastic, so I can feel the lure swimming. Here he comes. Yep, he's small. Ow. You can tell when they're taking the soft plastic because the lure still swims. See ya, buddy. They've been a little bit few and far between today. I think that's number 4 or number 5. I've got a bit of a confession to make. I was up here with my dad 2 days ago and we caught probably 50 redfin. We kept 20 and probably threw a similar amount back, so we probably caught 40 or so, somewhere between 40 and 50, that'd be my estimate. And Dad also got a really nice Murray cod. It was 54 centimetres, but very, very fat. He was undersized and he went back, of course, but I forgot to bring my GoPro. But what happened, we picked up 1 or 2 here and there like I am now, and then about 11 o'clock in the morning we found a school, and I was casting into the school with this other rod behind me here with that drop shot rig with the Strike Tiger soft plastic on it and the Paternoster rig, and I was just catching fish after fish after fish, and a lot of them were good size. We kept 20 fish that day, so we caught some nice ones, and Dad also got quite a few on worms. Worms and soft plastics done the most damage, but worth noting was that of the 40 or 50, say we caught 40, probably 30 of them came in about a half-hour period from that one school. That's the key to successful redfin fishing. I'm just picking up 1 or 2 here and there now, but that doesn't mean they're not on the bite. It means I just haven't come across a big school. A couple of times I've picked one up and I've stopped and I've cast my soft plastic around and found no other fish. But you just never know when you're going to land on a school with a lot of fish in it. And then your quiet day or average day can turn into a bonanza. It's all about locating the schools this time of the year. Got him. Very shallow just here. I'm catching a lot of weed. Oh, did he get off? Or is he just small? Oh, small. He's still on there. I think there's one fellow on that up then too. I wonder if there's a school here. Alright, another weenie one on the soft plastic. Oh, on the soft plastic. It's very shallow here. I've hardly got any line out behind the kayak. I've got about that much line out, if that. Oh, what the pelican just grabbed. Just charged into the water from the edge and went bang, and now he's swallowing something. I'd say he's picked himself up a little redfin. Got him. Got one. First one for a while. This one might be a little bit bigger. This one might be the biggest one today. Oh, I've got 2, and they're both good. That's, oh, look at that, 2 keepers. Only just keepers, but they're keepers. I'm going to keep them. Now, look at that, it's been really slow. I've been picking up 1 or 2 every half hour or so. I'm going to keep these, even though they're not huge. I reckon I can get a fillet off them. Now, I wonder if I've just found a school. Yeah, I know they're not very big, but they're big enough. I'll get a fillet off each of them. It's funny, the one I threw back earlier was probably bigger than them. I'm going to quickly untangle this and then cast my other line in there, just in case there's a school there. It's all about locating the schools, and when you catch 2 at once like that, well, that's a fair sign that there could be a school there. Okay folks, that's it from me. I've had a fun afternoon. The fishing wasn't red hot, but I've probably caught 9 or 10 redfin, I suppose. I've kept a couple of mediocre fish and thrown a few back. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, why not give it a big fat thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully you'll join me on my next fishing adventure.